Then we pump those profits back into the profit cycle to generate even more profits. And I know what you're going to say. Profits? Yes, Stan. You're soaking in them.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is your boy ExtrmWill with Extreme Tech. And you know what? I just thought about that. I don't even think that's the name of this channel. I'm pretty sure this is Extreme... Wait, is that what it is? ExtrmWill Tech? I know the display is wrong. The display shows the picture. Go back to the picture. Extreme Tech is actually the old channel.
We pump those profits back.
I don't want to do that again. Extreme Tech is the old YouTube tech channel that I had that I tried being professional, and I started it under a different email address, and then they locked me out. YouTube locked me out because I couldn't verify that it was me, because they wouldn't let me verify it with my phone number and my email address. So they locked me out of Extreme Tech. I don't even know what the tech channel is called right now. It's probably ExtrmWill Tech. I should think about that in the intros, because that's important. Anyways, we're going to cover what my 29 machines are making on Salad. I have no clue what my YouTube channel is called. So, yeah, I guess don't ask me, because I literally don't know. I'm happy when I check the comments if I can think enough to switch over to the tech channel from the main gaming channel. So sometimes down below, you may get a response from ExtrmWill Tech or just ExtrmWill. ExtrmWill is actually the gaming channel that is massively delinquent, that I bought games to play on it and still just have not. We'll see what happens with all that. So, but anyways, let's get into Salad. What are my 29 machines making? Machine 30 should be here tomorrow. I'm probably going to try to set it up on Warthog first and make Warthog videos with it. I might make some Salad videos with it too, recording some of that, like how to just install and set everything up. We'll see how that goes, but Machine 30 is coming. I believe I should have all of the parts on Monday. I'm off on Tuesday, so I'll start working on all that on Tuesday. If we look at the last 24 hours, there's some signs of hope in here. I was up to like 35 cents. Right here, this is, I think this is my stupid fault. Here's my power meter. You guys see I take pictures of every once in a while. This is going to be making a nice little showing in my next Warthog video where I'm showing the meters at the walls. My problem is this is 120, and the side of the wall I keep plugging this into is the original garage circuit for the house. It isn't the actual crypto closet circuit for the house. So you can see right here where I'm taking the power meetings, I plug this into the outlet that the Wi-Fi box out there is connected to, the Eero Max 7 is connected to. I plug them both in the same outlet, and it looks like every time I try getting a power reading out of that outlet, I mess up my internet. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Or something happened weird with Salad. I mean, I'm not going to say that it wasn't Salad's fault. I'm just going to say that's about the time I was taking my power readings and turning the machine on and off so I could get power readings. I'm going to, on the safe side, I mean, I accidentally knocked the whole internet out the other day for like an hour yesterday or 2 days ago. So I need to just stop taking power readings from that outlet. I don't know if I need to run an extension cord from the other side of the wall or just plug this in on the other side of the room and then run a longer cable from the machine to the other side of the room. It's not a hard workaround, but it is something that looks like I do need to fix it, because I'm pretty sure that was me. And then it looks like everything started to pick up. Here's what I think it might not necessarily have been me. Because then this happened when I should have been done and gone. So this I think could have been me, or it could have been Salad. It started to come back on. This definitely was not me. So who knows? So it's not looking as good as I'd like it to be, because clearly if it looks like we lost everything, then all of the bigger containers that were bigger containers went on to somebody else. And it's not going to look as great as it should, but we really want to see is what's going on with the 3090s is the real big thing in here. So, we're going to last 7 days. This is $25, $21. Oh, it's kind of been the average. Oh, it's 25 is actually the high right now for like the last week for me. So it's definitely not good. But let's get into taking a look at everything last 30 days. You can still see there were some days everything was going really good. I had a $45.90 and $44.49. That was like the last 2 days before they went to 1.7.0. I think right here is where they went to 1.7.0 on October 28th. And then it became mandatory. And everything crashed and went kaput. And it's just been a lot of garbage since then. I don't know why it's not running better. I don't know why we haven't got another update to fix anything, but I don't know. So if we get into the machines, we got 29. The whole list is here. We'll go through it another day. Everything is all organized by core. I'd like to clean this up a lot more, but we'll see. I don't know what I'm doing with any of my machines. Trying to find stuff that might work well on Warthog and kind of like picking and choosing as I work on it and trying to figure out a way to mass roll everything over. And I'll have a Warthog video. I don't know when it's going to come out right now because I don't know if I can show all the data because the machine, I put it back on salad right before I left because I was like, I didn't really like the numbers. We'll get into that when we get to that machine. But the machine that never ever has a job now picked up a job. So if we get into this first machine, so this is a 20-core CPU. The new machine is also going to be another 20-core. This one has 96 gigabytes of memory, RTX 4090. This one looks like it was doing a $5.26 job for a little bit there at the beginning of the day, and then now it is active in a 10-cent job, which is dumb. So I'm going to call this machine halfway fixed. It kind of worked, and using the revo to completely uninstall Salad and reinstall Salad. I think my problems, if you didn't watch the video with the my 4090s, I think all of my machines that were running when they stopped everything to go to 1.7.0, everything that was in a job on an old version, I think all of those systems have to be fully scrubbed with revo to uninstall Salad and then put a fresh reinstall of Salad in there. It said you might have to, but I think you actually did have to. Otherwise, I think like you can pick up the 10-cent jobs, but I don't think you can pick up a container. And I'd imagine they're still having issues trying to clean all that out with trying to get everything to work right. But it seems like if you had anything that was actively running, then it has to be wiped. Revo works really good. It's one somebody suggested to me, so it's the one I'm using because someone suggested it and it appears to work. There's probably other programs that do the same kind of thing, then go in and do the hard uninstall. Just, search everything out and just fully wipe it. But yeah, because my 4090s were all active running in jobs, and they haven't been active running in jobs since, which is why my earnings are significantly less. So if we go to the next machine, this is another 20-core, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4070 Ti. This one is, I think it's active in a job for $1.30. So this should be the low priority job. Let's see, is that actually active? I don't think it's 2 in there. Or did it try running it and then stop? No, it's not active. It just tried running it and it stopped. It tried running it for a very small period of time. For about 5 minutes, it ran it. So, there might be a huge surplus in there where there's just smaller jobs right now because they can't get people to sign up for the bigger jobs. I don't really know. I haven't heard anything from their sales. I don't have any contact at their sales. I normally do probably most of the same stuff you guys do. I watch Brandon Coin's videos. That's how I know what Salad is thinking. I do go in their Discord every once in a while, and then I read your guys' comments down below. So, yeah. This just looks like there's just a big influx of really small jobs because that's just what the customers want to do right now. And I just wish I was running a bunch of big containers. So if we go to the next one, AMD Threadripper 1950X. This one has 64 gigabytes, RTX 3090. I think this one would probably do all right over on Warthog. But I'm not going to put it over on Warthog if it's making $2.62 right now. Because if I put it over on Warthog, it's probably going to take double the electric and not break even. So, that's just a rough ballpark guess. I have no idea, just because everything I've been using so far hasn't looked as good as I'd like it to look. But I mean, this may do amazing on it because it's Warthog does really like the AMD chips, so it might. But it's gonna have to be one of those ones that's gonna have to go idle for a while, and I don't see this one going idle. So if we get into this one, this is the beginning of the BC/PC.com combo kits. This is a 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, so I put another stick of memory in there, RTX 4090. I never noticed these running any better with 124 over the 96. I didn't see it any better at all, so I took everything down to 96 so I didn't have to buy more RAM as I was growing out more machines. Because it's just like, if I don't need it, I don't need it. I have so much RAM sitting around. I just don't have 32 gigabyte sticks. I probably have... No, it's not down here. It's all upstairs. I mean, I have so many 8 gigabyte sticks that, like, more than I could even begin to count. I just don't have that many 32 gigabyte sticks anymore. So, I think I have two 16 gigabyte sticks still. So I still gotta figure out what RAM I'm gonna put in the new machine. But this one's got 4090 in it. And this one is still not doing anything. And this one looks like it hasn't done anything for a while. It was, after I scrubbed it, it did pick up a $4 job, it looks like, for a little bit after I had scrubbed it. And it looks like it's shown some signs of life. But just not anything right now in the last couple of days. When did I scrub everything? Now I'm curious. When did I do that video? I'm thinking in real time. That says 1 day ago. 1 day ago is not... nope. 1 day ago is not very helpful. Oh, come on. I need the actual time in. 1 day ago. Not very helpful. You know what I'm going to do? Because this does not look like... We're going to restart this machine and see if that helps. I don't know why I didn't restart it off the bat when I reinstalled everything. We'll just restart it. So if we go to the next one, I'll have to remember to go back to machine 1. This was all up. So this one I'm going to call fixed. This is my third 4090. Shut that off. My third 4090. So this is 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4090. This one looks like it's doing $5.15. So this one looks like it's been running pretty good and solid. Call is fixed because before I had done all that, can I go back? Let's see, I think right here, that $5, that is me reinstalling it. And it working good. And everything before, we have several days of doing nothing and 10 cents. And then it actually running a job would have been 11.13. So it went like 5 days without even trying to pick up a container. So it looks like reinstalling it worked. And now it's working good. So I'll call that one fixed. See if this one can come back on. Just want to make sure salad's up and running, because we'll come back and double check and see if this one just needed to get restarted. What's this one? It has a whole bunch of errors now. Where did all these errors come from? You now 1.7? in the salad is this running? How old are all those errors? Where'd they all go? Where'd salad go? Because I didn't have any notifications in here before. So we'll come back and double check this in a minute and see. Maybe the problem is just that this thing needed to be restarted. Let's see. Let's go PowerShell, run as administrator. Yes. So we'll come back and check up on this machine here in a minute. This one we said already back and working. So this next one here. 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4070. This card is terrible for salad, and this is the one that I was doing the power meeting testing earlier on with Warthog. So this is the machine that I need to actually put Warthog back on and running on. So I need to check. Hopefully by the time I'm done with this container will be done. So I can actually. I need to hope that my machine that never has a job that's actually running a pretty good job right now. It's $3.30. That's the mid-tier job for the 4070. That's a pretty good job for this card. I need this job to end so I can make my Warthog video. This is funny stuff. Alright, so let's go to the next one. 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti. This one's like $2.62. If we go back to this for 1 second. Now that I'm mad, I put this back on sale because I wanted to make the money. And it's making money, and now I'm mad. What I should have done earlier is just recorded it running as like B-roll. And that's all I needed if I'd have just recorded it running when I took my power meeting. And it would all been fine. It's behind the scenes stuff. All I need is the video of it or a picture of how much it said it was making to compare. Because I don't have a picture either, so I can compare what the wall is to the programming, because the programming's not right. It's not telling you the actual stuff. But we'll get into that in a different video. So anyways, see this one, I already covered this one, right? Yeah. So let's go to the next one. 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3090. This one's doing $2.62. Looks like it's running right now, so that's a pretty good job. That should be the medium tier priority job. Let's go to this next one. 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3090. This one's only $2.62. Should be the medium tier priority job. This next one, 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4070 Ti. This is doing $2.62. This should be a medium tier priority job. On to the next one, 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 3090. This one looks like it's actually doing $3.47. It's doing one where it's reporting really funny. Because this whole thing, they have this shut off in the GUI right now because this is broken. So, in their attempts to try to make it work right, we're not like supposed to be like doing this technically, but you can see here it looks like this is part of one of the ones where it looks like it is broken, but it should be doing $3.46 because at $2.62 that is only running in all of these instances for is that 2/10,000ths of a second or something like that. I can't do that kind of small decimals. It's such a small fraction of a percent. I don't even know what you would call it. It's 1/100th of a second, or 2/100ths of a second. So that's right. That's the right way to do it. I know how to do it. I'm smart. Why am I doubting myself? I just gotta think about it long enough, and I can come up with the right answer. Let's see. So this is 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3080. This one's doing $1.32. So this is the low priority job, so not too bad for that machine. Let's go to the next one. This is 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 3090. This one, oh, is that actually not doing anything? Oh, it's actually not doing anything. It was doing a $3 and 67-cent job, and now it is not anymore. Boo. Alright, so let's go to the next one. This is a 12 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti. This one looks like it is actually doing $2.62. This is the medium tier priority job, so that's not too bad. You know what, on all these, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Yeah, that's the current time. So this one looks like it is currently not running. It's 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti. It is currently not running because it did not post anything. Let's see, this next one here, this is 12 cores, 64 gigabytes. That is in the wrong spot. So 12 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060. It's currently doing a 10-cent job, and it looks like it was doing one yesterday, so it's up and working correctly. And let's go to this next one. Ryzen 9 5900X, 12 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070 Ti. I might throw this one on Warthog and see what it does, because this is my newest Ryzen 9 chip, and Warthog really, to what I understand, really likes the Ryzen CPUs. It does not like the Intel CPUs, which unfortunately, by luck of the draw, I have entirely too many Intel CPUs because they're what I just happened to have that was on sale when I was buying the GPUs. And then I did all the Intel boards because Brandon's combo kits is just the cheapest way to get machines up and running. Because for a while on sale, cheap machines were doing really good. I had a while there where my, all my real cheap rigs with a 3070 in them used to do like $1.80, and I think all my 3090 rigs were doing like $1.76 or something like that. So like all of my 3070s were making more. There's probably like a good month there where the 3070 was a much better value in a cheap junky rig with like 32 gigabytes of memory than a 3090 was. So seen a bunch of different iterations of Salad so far. Alright, so let's see here. Which one did we want to look at? We want to look at, is it BCPC 1? And we can close all the rest of these out. Let's see here. Is this machine, did it pick anything up yet? No. So I don't like the way this looks. This looks really bad. It tried, and then it ran into a problem. So it did this before. We will bring this one back up. I'm going to not close it out, and then when we finish looking at all the rest of the machines, then we'll come back and take a look at it one more time. So I don't know why I didn't reset it yesterday, or why I didn't reset it when I reinstalled it. That is definitely a mistake. Alright, so let's look at all the 8-core machines. So this is a i7, 8 cores, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3060 Ti. This one looks like it is currently not doing anything. So this next one, i7, 8 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060. I moved this one over here. This is why I have this WSL file up specifically. This was 4 days old. I check this. I try checking it all the time. I normally worry about it once it's 48 hours, but it was 4 days old. So there was no way this one was going to have a job. So I closed Salad out, deleted the program data, Salad WSL file. Very important, you do program data. I have a video on how to check your WSL file and what to do and all that. It's not your program file, it's the program data. It's the hidden one, so you got to manually type that in. Salad WSL file on. Closed Salad, deleted it, restarted the machine, and it looks like, I mean, at least picked up a 10-cent job, but it should be able to pick up a real job going forward. But you do want to pay attention to these. This is something that you can check to see if it runs into a problem. It will your machine won't be able to pick anything up if this gets frozen and stuck. So sometimes weird it can happen. Oh my goodness. That can't be right. Am I reading that wrong? I'm reading that wrong, right? I have to be reading that wrong. What's the WSL file size on this next one? Yeah, that's actually a small WSL file. Okay, that makes sense. That's too small, not too big. I thought that was... I have a hard time sometimes with the carrying the zeros and all that. So this is a super tiny WSL file because it's just doing the 10-cent job, whereas this WSL file is 14 times bigger or something like that. 12 times bigger. Because this is doing a real job. This one's doing $1.30. So this is an i7, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070. It is doing $1.30. It's a low priority job. Close that out, close that out. And then this one is Ryzen 7, 8 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070. This one looks like it is not currently doing anything. Yeah. So this one too, I wouldn't mind trying this out on Warthog to see because it has the Ryzen chip in there. So this one might do pretty good on there. We'll have to see if I can remember that this one is in here like this. I tried making a better list to keep track of all my machines so I know which ones I want to try it on and figure all that out. Let's see here. So let's go then all the 6-core machines and the 4-core machines now. So this is i5, 6 cores, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3060 Ti. This one's currently not doing anything. Boo. Let's see. I think I had checked this before. Has this recently done anything? 10-cent jobs, 10-cent jobs. 1116. 1116, 1115. Yeah. So this one's probably still working alright. Probably just no work. I gotta imagine there's probably not a lot of people really wanting to rent the 3060 Ti's. They get good value on them, but probably just not having to work would be my guess. So this next one, i5, 6 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060. This one looks like it is doing $1.30. So it's a low priority job. This next one, Ryzen 5, 6 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070 Ti. This one is currently also not doing anything. I wouldn't mind trying this one again too on Warthog because it has a Ryzen chip to see what it does. This next one, i5, 6 cores, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3070. This one looks like it was doing a 10-cent job, but it is currently doing nothing. What is this? Insufficient VRAM. I don't know if it needs to be uninstalled and redone again. Maybe I didn't do something right on it. Don't know. This next one, Ryzen 5. 3600, 6 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060 Ti. This one is currently not running either. So I don't think any of my Ryzens are running right now. Like when I tried looking at this the other day, I wanted to put all the Ryzens over onto Warthog, and then none of them were active in a job when I was checking. And then after I finished the video and went back to go try to put everything on Warthog, then everything was active in a job. So they're just all being silly. Alright, so the next one, this is a 10-year-old i7, 4 cores, 16 gigabytes of DDR3 on an RTX 3060, and I think all it had was it ran a test. Yeah, it ran a test today, so no work today. Did do some 10-cent jobs yesterday, but this one makes me the happiest when it is running a job. Because I don't think there's any reason for this one to ever get work, but it does occasionally get work, so I keep it running for that every once in a while. So the next one, i3, 4 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070. This one is not actually active in a job right now because that was over 2 hours ago. So it tried running a job for a little bit, and then it stopped. So let's go to the next one. i3, 4-core, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3080. This is one of my most constant running machines, and it looks like it's just been running a 10-cent job forever, which is dumb, and it still says I have insufficient VRAM from a couple minutes ago. That is dumb. Showing that in here. Retry. I did just reset this one too, didn't I? Yeah. Pretty sure I just wiped this one and turned it on and off, so I'll just try to hit retry and see if that will help it. Alright, so this one, where are we at now? Is it doing anything yet? Is it a long enough period of time? Nope. Tried to pick up a job. It looks like it did pick up the... Tried picking up a job for $5.80. It ran it for about... Well, tried to run it, and then 25 seconds later it said it was no longer running it on system checks. So... to log in later and see if that one is fixed or not. So my salad earnings still kind of in the tanky-ish. Looks like it went real even there while we were checking it. 30 minutes? Maybe it was up here. Maybe a couple things finished while I was checking it. Still not looking real good and real solid. Don't have many more ideas other than pulling machines off and trying to run them on Warthog, because right now that looks like the best thing to do. It looks like if I run the machine on Warthog for like a day, then I put it back onto Salad, it's just going to magically pick up a job because it knows I need to run it in Warthog so I can make videos on it in Warthog. So, yeah, I will keep on keeping on. Yeah, so that's Salad. I'm pretty sure that was me messing it up again. So I keep getting in my own way, it feels like, with this. And I have plans to keep massively tinkering with stuff, so I'm sure I will keep continuing to get in my way. So we'll see if this normalizes back out. The profit earnings isn't great. I don't know what I don't think I could switch everything over to something else and be doing better still. But I'll try to figure out if I can figure out how to optimize this. So I'm going to try to get a Warthog video done right now, and then I'll release that in the morning probably. I'll probably put on like a time delay to release so everything doesn't release at the same time. This is going to go up right now. So, yeah. Salad works sometimes, and sometimes not really working. I don't know if it's still just like luck of the draw and all that. I don't know what in this is Salad just not working and what in this is my stuff not working. I don't know. This right here makes my brain hurt, and then this right here makes my brain hurt even more. Because if I like lost all of my jobs, then yeah, like I shouldn't be making any money right now because I've got to wait to pick up good jobs. I definitely need to change how I'm doing it with that power meter to be on the safe side. If this is me taking power readings, could that be me too? No, because when I powered it back on, I didn't power it back on onto that different circuit. I powered it back on into the 240. Huh. I don't know. Yeah, that's a video. I'm going to stop just sitting here and babbling. So, if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, come on back. I'll make more content later. And I'm going to try to do some Warthog stuff. See if I can get some content out on that. So, I will see you next time. Peace.